Hello, this is Nellie Mack with Sapphire Star Codes, and this is our very first Soul Ascensions Papers video. If you have had the chance to read the whole Soul Ascension Papers for March, you would know that we are working with the Bleeding Heart Fairy this first week. It's the energy that came through, and it's about being empathic and being sensitive, of encouraging you to understand where your boundaries and someone else's start. That as a sensitive being, whether you're an empath, whatever you can identify as many things, such as a star seed or a light worker or an energy healer or an empath. But I would venture to say that 100% of the time, no matter what you are calling yourself, you are highly empathic, you are sensitive, you feel energy, you sense energy, and sometimes it's painful. Like if you're feeling other people's energy or taking that on or tapping into their energy, you can feel what they feel. And just in general, like if we don't pay attention to that, we can just walk around through our day and be taking on so much from other people without even realizing it. So the Bleeding Heart Fairy has been telling me that we're going to channel light language that kind of takes us into the energy of the bleeding heart. I don't know if you have seen a bleeding heart plant. If you haven't, I would encourage you to Google it and look at it. It's very beautiful. And it's actually like a heart-shaped flower, and out the bottom it's like its petals like droop farther and farther down, and so it has almost kind of like a butterfly feeling because that bottom part that comes out. But it's also like there's more to it than just the heart. Like the energy is coming farther out, and that's why they call it the bleeding heart. So as we're tapping into that, there's like a lot of times when we do feel like that we're bleeding for other people, the pain. Sometimes even if you're one of those people who are transmuting for Gaia and feeling what she feels, and there are you out there. I know there are. I've worked with you before, so it can feel overwhelming. So this Bleeding Heart Fairy just wants us to tap in, and then we're going to go ahead and go from there. If you've never experienced light language before, it is, as in the Bible, is known as the tongue of men and angels. And I channel many different kinds of beings, and today I will just be tapping in and channeling the Bleeding Heart Fairy. It can sound like gibberish. It's literally just speaking the tongues of like this specific fairy, which does not sound like our English language. So we're going to go ahead and tap in, see what's coming through with the Bleeding Heart Fairy. First of all, she wants to remind us that she loves us. And there is so much love surrounding us, whether we feel it or not. But she is sending so much love right now to us for just being here on this planet and choosing to walk a spiritual path and make a difference. She's kind of hovering over us right now, and she's doing some things in our crown chakra. Specifically, now she's showing me a deer, and this deer has these beautiful like horns. Like my crown is just like tingling and itchy everywhere. But she's like showing me these horns on this deer are decorated with all kinds of beautiful floral pieces. And of course, to me, like the deer always talks about leadership, about being that person there who's going to step out and forge a path and show others a way to walk forward in an easier way, or to bring spiritual enlightenment, things like that. So she is definitely showing us that as empaths and sensitive souls, we are doing that. And I do apologize for the cat. Apparently he wants to come in and scream. So I'm just going to let him come in and do whatever he needs to do. But let's go ahead and tap in and see what else the Bleeding Heart Fairy would like to do for us today. So she's showing me an owl in her heart chakra, that there's a lot of wisdom that each of us have to share. Even like ancient wisdom, past life wisdom, like it's there, it's seated in the heart, and it's just waiting to come out. And first of all, she wants to help release that and allow that to flow out of your heart chakra. Oh, but she's telling me that it's going to flow up out of our throats and out of our mouths. Just nurturing the heart area right now. It's okay to love. It's okay to be loved. It's okay to nurture and be nurtured. Now, we're going to work on shielding as empaths and sensitive souls. So she's building so it's like, it looks like a pyramid, but the one side is totally open. Okay, so it's almost like she's placing us in there. So it's like all around us is protected by her beautiful energy, but we can still send out our energy. Okay, and setting the intention at this point as we sit here in this beautiful pyramid to allow our energy to flow out, allow that love and that acceptance to, and that sensitivity to go out into the world and to affect others. But yet we are only, yeah, she's showing me like a golden cross on the front of this, and that is like a protection, so that it's kind of like filtering. We're sending out beautiful energy, we're able to do that, but any other energy that's coming towards us is being put through this golden cross and is like a filter. So anything that's lower energy, lower vibes, or even just ill-intentioned or harmful to our bodies is going to be filtered through that energy before it comes back to us. So this is a beautiful gift from the Bleeding Heart Fairy to help us as empaths and sensitive souls to set boundaries and to yet be able to share our gift with the world. And at any time that you want to reactivate this light language, you can come back and rewatch the video, or she's telling me you can just kind of like imagine in your mind, you know, talk to her, Bleeding Heart Fairy, please set me back in this pyramid, that kind of thing. And she will be there and she will connect with you and help you to just fall back into that beautiful, supportive energy. So this has been a very beautiful, my heart is just, like my whole heart area is just so warm and full right now. And I hope that you guys also feel the same thing. Please feel free to, you know, drop a comment how this makes you feel, or any questions that you might have or comments. And stay tuned for next week when we will be working through the second part of Soul Ascension papers for March. Sending so much love to you guys, and may you be blessed.